So guys, I need a little fresh air. I've been making shirts all morning for that merch table that I'm gonna be running soon. A few topics in mind. One is mainly the music industry that I really want to talk about right now. I've been getting a lot of fucking, man, fuck that train, fuck CT rail, fuck Amtrak. Anyways, ooh, that smells good, bro. Shit's loud as fuck, bro. But regarding the music industry and all this bullshit, I have a lot I need to expand upon. Hold up. My truck right now. I charge my phone. Okay. Whew, can I rest this here? Oh yeah, that's gonna be a no. What if you did this? Oh, that's still gonna be a no. Okay, so as a lot of you guys may know, I make music, blah blah blah, but I don't fuck with mainstream culture. I don't fuck with what the elites, what the matrix, what this three-dimensional world, what the people are in control are like pushing as an agenda against the general populace, bro. Music is mind control, bro. It's so everything is frequency and everything vibrates. Literally everything in the universe. The steering wheel, it's just vibrating, bro, at such a slowed down rate to where I'm able to perceive it and interact with it. That's how it works, bro. So basically, music is just injecting frequencies and vibrations directly into your ears, bro, which goes into the brain and into the soul. So let me explain this real quick. Oh shit, is it about to rain? Bro, I just cleaned this truck. Man, I hate when it's crazy because the weather be crazy these days because they just be doing whatever the fuck they want with the weather now. Same with the rain, bro. The rain is dirty as fuck. Yo, I don't know where you live, but like where I live up in Connecticut in the Northeast, bro, they be doing some heinous shit up here into the sky. So like, one, they got chemtrails, but that shit happen everywhere. So like here, sometimes the rain is so dirty, and rain's not supposed to be dirty like this. The rain is so dirty, you can literally detect and visually see the metals inside of the fucking rain, bro. You take a magnet after some gross ass rain hits your vehicle. You put that to the raindrops, you'll literally see particles magnetized, bro. It's crazy. Like, now, never teach your kids to stick their tongue outside for the rain or for snow. Fuck that. Anyways, kind of went off on a tangent. So, like, music, you're directly importing frequencies into your brain, into your system, bro. So, that's why they're so much to talk about. Have you ever noticed that the artists who are elevated and projected to the masses and played on the radios, given talk shows, you know, given their own fucking content creation, whatever the fuck, getting propped up, getting mentioned everywhere, like, oh, blah, 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 you know, was part of the game. So, like, those artists are always pushing an agenda. It's interesting because it's not really like it's an intentional, like, let's say like David Bowie, for example. He was fucking smart as shit, bro. He's smart, bro. Like, if you listen to his lyrics and then you listen to his interviews and stuff, he was actually breaking the ice about, like, during interview, I forgot which interview it was directly, but he was just like, yo, you know, everything vibrates, bro. Like, it's all everything's frequency. And then they was talking about, like, you can like bust a whole city with the radio towers that they have. This was back in the day, bro, and he knew this shit back in the day. Imagine what they're doing now. I don't even have to imagine because I fucking know what's going on, bro. He was talking about how the government and the people in control can break, that's the word he used, break a city. How they can break a city using vibrational and devices that basically blast out amplified negative frequencies, which can affect the human soul because we are vibrational beings, bro. Everything resonates. Everything is we are tuning forks, bro. If the low frequency comes in, we will slowly start to match it. That's why when you're around all this, like around people who like, you know, are into bad shit, whatever, not around the right folk, it may start to rub off on you. You ever notice that? Or if you're around the good people, they start to rub off on you because you're a tuning fork. You resonate with the frequency of your environment and your surroundings. And if you're unconscious to that, the people in power could take advantage of that and drill low frequencies into your fucking brain, and it makes you dumb as fuck. Not like dumb to where you're drooling on the floor, but it's like dumb to where you're completely unaware of things going on. It keeps you trapped in the three-dimensional cage of reality that we're all imprisoned to when we're coming up. But like, you can break yourself out, and that's exactly what I fucking did, bro. Those and others like me, the fucking greats, they break themselves. XXX Tentacion, bro. People didn't understand him because he had a platform where he was, you know, talking about the like the stupid shit, like it's obviously just like mainstream fucking slop, bro. And then he had his awakening while being in the mainstream. So he already had a platform, and then he had his awakening, and that's when his music shifted, and that's when people who control everything started to really pay attention to him, because they're like, oh no, I understand he had an awakening, but he can't go too far off the leash, bro. So let's try to tug him a little back. And that's why you see when rappers start to speak out about, or not even rappers, when people who are already in the industry start to speak out about certain things that they're not supposed to speak about. For example, the truth of everything, reality, the universe, conscious co-creation, everything, bro. They end up going missing. They end up dead. They end up with their families threatened. That's why a lot of the politicians too, a lot of the musicians in this industry and the artists and actors and shit, Hollywood celebrities, a lot of them know this shit. They may not be in touch with themselves. They may not like have found themselves. They may not have found being connection with the God in themselves, but they know what's going on, but they can't speak about it because of blackmail, bro. And that can also get into the Epstein files as well. But like, that's not the main focus here. That's not what I'm trying to talk about right now. But boy, could I talk about that shit for days, bro. So when someone starts to, you know, they're still on the leash, but they start to awaken and expand their mind a little bit, and they're like, hold on, I'm in a cage? What? I thought I was pop, bro. What? I'm in a cage? And that's when they try to tug you back down. They're like, no, you can't do that. They drag you back down to shadows. But then when you slip the leash, per se, that's when they come after you. That's what happened to X. That's what happened to Tupac. That's what happened to all this shit, bro. And it's always happening to the smartest minds, bro. You ever realize that? And the smartest minds, honestly, is nothing more than just like awakened consciousness, upgraded consciousness, and expanded consciousness, bro. Like, we don't operate on the same plane of existence as the general populace, bro. And it's a blessing and a curse, but a blessing above everything else, bro. I can deal with the negatives. I don't give a fuck. Just tell me, show me the truth, and I will find the truth, and I will relay it back to the masses in whatever form I deem so, which is just my music. So that's why when I rap about my shit, you could hear it in my old music too. Well, I understand I'm still on the rise. I'm still coming up. I get it. I don't give a fuck about fame. I don't give a fuck about if I get traction or not. I don't give a fuck if I have one person in existence listen to my music and that's it. I don't give a fuck, bro. My music will reach whoever needs to reach. But what I'm saying right now, a great example, kind of like X, but obviously way smaller scale. That guy was huge. During his awakening, he was already huge. Me, I'm not a nobody, but I'm way under the radar right now, which is great. It's really fucking great. So my older music, when I first started rapping and shit, like, it was a lot of Matrix shit, you know, like money, hoes, like, you know, the grind, the hustle, the work 80-hour weeks until you fucking drop, bro, because that's what you believe to be real life, bro. not like lead to be real life, but like it's just like that's the only way to do it. Like you gotta run circles around yourself and put yourself in a grave just to, you know, get ahead. It's just like, that's not even how it works, bro. It's not even how it works, bro. They don't even know, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all so y'all can know too, but like, oh, it's crazy. Cause like my older music, like even like my first EP, like Shoreline Boy, that song was a bop, bro. I still enjoy that song, but like I listened to my lyrics and I'm like, I was operating on such a lower frequency, bro. Like my state of consciousness was like just breaking out of the matrix, like just enough to where like I have the flow and the energy, but like I didn't have the lyrics, I didn't have the content. And it's just like you could hear it too. Like I'm just talking about some fucking slop, you know, hoes on my day, like that. Fucking, yo, my whip is like, I love money, like that kind of shit. So like, but then it was when I really started going through my awakening, when I was practicing alchemy, bro. I already went through the Dark Night of the Soul many fucking times, but the big one, I went through that. And after that, I released the Negredo EP, which was, you know, the Negredo is the blackening. It's the Dark Night of the Soul. So like, I had the EPs listed for Negredo, Albedo, and then I still need to make Rubedo. I think I'm about to do that right now, but I may play with some other names of albums. I'm not entirely sure, but either way. Anyways, my Negredo album was more just like when I went, fuck it. I'm awake now. I am online. Why don't I just make music how I want to make music and not what these motherfuckers want to hear? Fuck them. So I'm just like, all right, I'm going to be authentic, bro. 100% authentic. And then I start to, obviously, like, it's a rough start because you're new, you're gonna get to be authentic, you gotta be vulnerable, bro. You gotta have a different kind of authentic confidence that you don't have when you're still in the matrix, in that state of consciousness, bro. So I'm like, I just caught the wave and I'm trying to learn how to ride it, bro, right? So I'm just like, I'm fucking surfing on this shit. So I'm just like, that Negredo album, or EP, was like, more stuff I wanted to talk about. And I started to open up a little bit and I'm like, that was fucking dope. I love that product. I love the end product. So let me make another one. And then Albedo, the whitening. That is the so Negredo, the blackening, that's when you pour out all the negative, all the black shit. And then the whitening is when you get, am I retarded, bro? Yeah, it's when you get filled up with light. The whitening, Albedo. Your glass gets filled up with, you know, white, God's light, because you're an empty vessel. You drained out the matrix, you drained out the devil. Now you have God's light, bro, all coming in. So is it the truth too? So, Albedo. That one was one of my favorite. I went so hard, bro. Like Matrix, that song still hits hard to this day. That was the very first song I made about truth, of what I really wanted to talk about, and I felt it in my soul, and you could hear it in my music. Hear it in that song. Listen to the last song of Negredo, and then listen to the first song, the next song, the first song of Albedo. You will hear the transition, bro, because it's stuff my soul really wanted to talk about. And I knew as soon as I made Matrix, I'm like, this is it. This is the way. I gotta keep this going, bro. So like, I made Matrix, and then I made it wasn't even supposed to fucking rain today, bro. I just detailed this fucking truck and said it wasn't gonna rain. These goddamn weather systems, these weather machines are out of control. Anyways, whatever, man. Sorry you're wet. Try it off later. Fucking whatever. Anyways, yeah, so then I made Soul Surfer, where I was really like, yo, I was finding my shit, like, find me Soul Surfer, hey, find me Soul Surfer, yeah. Like, that was fire. And then, after I made Sebastian Shaw, that was a good one. That was high energy too. I'm just like, man, I could talk about this shit all day. And that's when I started to really go down the rabbit hole. Not really rabbit hole, but really become my true self, to talk about what I want to talk and the way I wanted to talk about it without any outside influence. I heard shit just like, what the fuck? Like, I asked my friends for like critiques, because, you know, as an artist, you want outside perspectives. But the thing is, when you're a conscious post-Matrix artist, going through ascension and true God's light and you were chosen, it's hard to get critique because it has to be authentic to you and you have all the answers you need inside of you, bro. I don't have to. People are like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do in 5 years. What's my 5-year plan? Or like, ooh, let me ask Stacy if I should date Justin or date I don't know, Terry. Let me look for everything outside of myself. No, that's not how it's done. You already have everything inside of you, bro. You have God inside of you. And that's why churches and like religious systems and structures want you to look outside yourself. You have to go to the church to find God. You have to listen to the pastor to find God. You have to hear him preach to find God. You have to go meet other Christians or whatever the fuck to find God. You have to go to the temple to worship God. You have to go do all these fucking things outside of yourself when all you have to do is literally just go. And you could have conversations with yourself and you'll get answers back, bro. You can talk to yourself like your actual self. It's crazy, your highest self. And just by doing that slow release, my pineal gland is already decalcified, so like I can feel this shit, but I can already feel when I exhale like that, there's a huge warmth I could feel here. That's the third eyebrow. It's the decalcified pineal gland, bro. It's like a electric-y, static-y, like really warm, like loving fucking feeling. It's like, and it pulls and goes. Sometimes it makes me hear frequencies. Like sometimes when I meditate, bro, I become an expert at this shit. Sometimes when I meditate, right, I'll exhale and I'll hit the perfect breath and I'll hear, not like a tinnitus ringing, but like it's inside my head. And it's like generated from me. So it's just like, I can hear it. It's like, and it makes you feel bliss, bro. It's like, oh my God, that's also why they had like a bunch of church bells, bro. The church bells all over the town, because these frequencies, and when you ding that shit, it heal the whole town, bro. It's frequency, bro. And that's that wonder why they took all the bells out everywhere. Wonder why all the bells are cracked everywhere, huh? Wonder why they decommissioned all these fucking bell towers and shit, bro. Huh? Anyways, yeah, so you can feel all this shit, bro. And it's like, that's not even like, that's like baby shit, bro. That's like day one shit. Bro, so like, let me get back to what I was talking about with the music industry, bro. Anyone on the radio, anyone with a platform, anyone who is allowed to speak publicly frequently is controlled, bro. What they like to do is they like to have controlled opposition. So like they'll have, this is in politics everywhere. For instance, when everyone thought Trump was the savior, oh my God, the savior. I didn't know too much at the time, but I was just like, okay, this guy seems like he kind of knows what he's doing. I like the Abraham Accords. I like the peace deals he's making. I like all the shit he's doing. It seems right, but that's what they do. It's all a fucking show, bro. Like, it's all bullshit. There are no conflicts between, like, most countries, bro. It's honestly one big book club running the whole world. It's crazy, bro. So, like, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And anyone who comes out to speak about this either gets censored, gets threatened, blacklisted, or killed. So it's just like, it deters people. It makes people move slowly, but not me, bro. I'm here to fucking spread the truth through music. And I don't care if I get a big following. I don't care. I don't care about the fame. I don't care about any of this, bro. What I care about is getting the correct message to the correct people at the correct time in the correct way. In a way where they can, it's music. You can enjoy the shit, but the shit, like, it's expression, bro. It's not like I'm going out on a podium like, XYZ runs the world. Like, it's not like that, but I can do it in music. Because the ones on my frequency can ping it. The ones who aren't on my frequency could just be thinking I'm talking about some shit. It's like, oh, he's just being creative. But like when I used to look for like critique with my friends and shit, I had to be careful because I'd make a whole song about some truth ass bullshit, some like high conscious fucking like topics, bro, like things that like 0.5% of the world will understand, bro. So I'm just like, I'm making this so obviously all my friends aren't gonna give me the proper critique. So like I have to make sure I ask about the vibe of the song. Like, yo, how did the song feel? Don't even pay attention to the lyrics, bro. I know you won't understand. I hope to God you do, and I can reach you and help you understand, and you ask some questions about what I'm talking about, my music. But I can't ask people about the lyrics because that has to be native to me. That's authentic to me. That is what God wants me to say. That is literally what God, the fractal of God in me is the one speaking. But the vibe is me, bro. So it's just like, I have to ask about the vibe because, like, you know, but everyone in the music industry is controlled, bro. They may not be like, you know, a robot or like whatever, but like if you have made it, if you are making all this money, bro, you have all this power and influence, they allow you to have that. And a lot of times when they want to keep people on a really strict leash, they'll blackmail them. That's where the Epstein files come in. And it's way worse than you think. It's not even the shit that's gotten released. That's like, bro, in the Transparency Act, the Transparency Bill they just passed, that Trump just passed, it sounds great. A transparency bill? Wow, great transparency. But if you read it, and the fine line inside of that, it literally states that it allows them to withhold information, bro. It's too easy to get the general population, bro. It's too easy for them. They say it. They say everything right in front of your faces. And you don't clock it, bro. I've been clocking this shit since day one. That's why I get called crazy, bro. That's why I get called crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. So like even these rappers, bro, like you'll see like fucking 50 Cent, like even Eminem is controlled, bro. It's controlled, bro. Like they may still be them, they may be able to speak on what they want, but if they step out of line, hammer. That's why I see a lot of rappers get killed and shit, or a lot of hits, or a lot of assassinations, bro. Charlie Kirk. Honestly, that's a whole rabbit hole that I'm not gonna touch upon right now, but it's not what you think it is. It's not how it seems, bro. Don't be fooled by these. Pay attention to this. Look through this. Witness reality through this. This eye. Not these. This eye. This cannot be fooled. Even these celebrities out here. You wonder why sometimes they look so different, bro? It's just like overnight. Why did their facial construction just like alter so drastically? Why do they not even look like the same person, bro? Clones, because they got their DNA, bro. They have their vitals, bro. That's why people drop dead. They step out of line, boom, drop dead. Easy. Like, it's just, oh, he OD'd. No, it's just pull the cord, bro. And then they make a clone. Bro, it's so fucked up. Then there's like body snatchers too. Bro, this world is so fucked up. You have no idea, but I do, bro. I'm here to help and show you, bro. So like, since everyone in this music industry is controlled, right? You can't, so when an artist speaks out, they get capped, right? But, and this is why I believe and know in my heart why I came to Earth at this very moment in time. 2025, me being 28 years old. Well, my birthday's like later this week, but like 28 years old, is because the world is waking up, because the Schumann resonance, the Earth's frequency is rising, which in tandem, the microcosm reflects the macrocosm. We are the fucking Earth, bro. When that rises, the general population's consciousness rises. Even though like me and a few others are woo up here right now, we're here to help. We achieve this state to help guide the ones who are lost, that are questioning everything, like, oh, what the fuck, the reality isn't what I thought. People are slowly starting to ask more questions, bro. People are slowly starting to hesitate before believing something. People are slowly starting to find more information via Instagram, YouTube. People are starting to, wake up. And this was talked about. The Indians, like India back in the day, we just came out of the Kali Yuga cycle. That's the age of darkness and the age of descent. And then this is the Satya Yuga, which is, the age of enlightenment, the golden age of humanity, set to happen right now, 2025. Isn't that crazy? And on top of that, you have the Mayans saying it's not like the world will end in 2012. The Mayans predicted a time period will end in 2012, which was similar to Kali Yuga. But now it's the age of enlightenment too. All these calendars around the world, these ancient calendars and prophecies, all line up to this exact fucking year. Isn't that wild, bro? And like, so there's the Mayans, there's Satya Yuga. God, there's one more. Oh, we're in the age of, we just, and according to astrology, those motherfuckers, we just exited the age of Pisces, which is the age of, being inside of yourself, is the age of just retreat, the age of just a descent into yourself, which is why everyone's like, wait, and then like, it's so dumb, bro. Now we're in the age of Aquarius, which happens right now, 2025, bro. I've been saying this. No one believes me because it's incomprehensible to their third dimensional consciousness brain, bro. I don't live in 3D, bro. I live in 5D. So like, I operate a whole nother way of like, back when I was in 3D, I'd hear people in 5D talk, and I'm like, you sound fucking lunatic, bro. You sound stupid. I don't even know what you smoked, but you sound, I can't even understand you, bro. You speak a different language. But now I'm in 5D and I'm looking at my 3D friends, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm on the other end of the spectrum. Oh my God. And I'm hearing motherfuckers in 5D right now. I'm just like, bro, I can kick it with you. Like, you're chill as fuck. You're my people, bro. You're my people. Like, but there's no one like me around me physically. So it's like, I keep to myself, bro. But like, on the internet, there's a few motherfuckers like me that I know. So like, I kick it with them a little bit here and there. But like, it's difficult. It's really difficult to navigate sometimes, honestly. But I do the best I can. That's all we can ever do. The best we can with what we got. God willing. But that's why I believe I came to this earth right now, because since the world is starting to wake up, the more the masses wake up and rise in consciousness, if an artist speaks out, but everyone knows it's the truth and listens to them. So right now, an artist speaks out, and before it can be digested by the masses, they get capped. Now, in this new age, this golden age of humanity that we're entering, bro, and I already know this shit, bro. I remembered who I am. Have you remembered who you are? I remember who I am and why I'm here. Why I came to this planet right now, bro. So check it real quick. Check it. I'm here. So when the humanity rises, humanity's consciousness rises, and then people start to wake up. Now when someone speaks out about it, since everybody knows, they can't cap them because they lost all their power. Because instead of everyone being asleep, everyone is awake. So these systems are all going to start to collapse. That's why you see all this heat around the world right now. All these structures are failing. All these government systems are crumbling, bro. It's meant to happen, bro. It's meant to happen because the power is inside of each individual human being. It's not inside of these structures. That was deception, bro. These Decepticons be deceiving people, bro. The power's inside of you. Jesus Christ, that energy, that consciousness is inside of you. God is inside of you. Nothing's outside of you. There is no Jesus Christ coming back to save us. Jesus is gonna come down from the clouds. He's gonna wave his arms. We're all gonna be saved. Oh, our Savior. Christians love a Savior. The Savior is yourself. No one's coming to save you. And it's not, I see all these comments under like posts, and it's like, oh, Jesus is king, he'll come save us, he's coming back, he's coming back for the second coming now. I'm just like, nigga, no he's not. The second coming, that's what I just activated inside of myself. Technically, I am the second coming. Once you tap into that Christ energy, the inner Christo, the sacred heart fire, the holy fire, and you let God in truly, and you co-create with God, bro, that is That is the Christ. All these teaching about Jesus in the church are wrong, bro. The church fucked it up for everyone. Honestly, power in general fucked it up for everyone. Jesus was heavily anti-establishment. He was anti-church, bro. Anti-religion. That's why he was fucking killed, bro. Jesus Christ has more in common with Martin Luther King Jr. and Charlie Kirk than he does with any pastor around the fucking globe. Or any fucking preacher, any Christian, like, it's so crazy, bro. When you learn all these things, oh, you can never go back, bro. I'm so glad I learned all this shit, bro. And there's more to learn, too. Bro, it gets really crazy, like, it gets even crazier, bro. Like, bro. Oh, you realize how much they lie to you, bro. Just look into Antarctica. Look into Polaris. Look into these government programs. Project Stargate, Project Gateway, Project Bluebeam, the HARP Project. Those aren't Northern Lights you're seeing, bro. I've seen Northern Lights, bro. Like, that's not them. That's the HARP Project and Bluebeam, bro. That's all, bro. I'm just thinking about some stuff right now anyways. But I'm here so I can be the new face of music entertainment, but in truth. Because I don't have a label. I don't want one. I don't ever want a label. I do all my music myself. I have 2 human beings who I love dearly that will make my beats for me. And then I do all the lyrics, I do all the mixing and producing myself. I do all the management, all the account management, all the fucking publishing, everything myself, bro. Everything. That's how it's supposed to be. If I give power to these labels, then I have to watch what I say, I have to talk about certain things. It's just like, that's not me, bro. So, like, that's another one. I'm very picky with my instrumentals because, one, speaking about frequencies in the beginning, if you pay attention, if you dissect a lot of music, they play a lot of 430 hertz, which will drag you down. It's a low frequency, bro. There's a lot of 430 hertz out in modern music, and it's like very subtle, very, 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 very faint to where your human ears can't perceive it, but your soul can read it, and it keeps you down, keeps you dense. Just like, even in like all these music, bro, it's crazy. It's all mind control, bro. There's no freedom and liberation and truth in music, and that's why I'm fucking here, bro. That's why I'm fucking here. So, I'm here to be the new face of fucking truth in the music industry. I'm here to run this shit, bro. I'm the first to do it. That's why everyone's looking at me right now like I'm fucking crazy, like I have no idea, like I'm delusional, bro. It's because I'm the first to do it. When you're first to do something, you're not cool. But when it gets done and there's a following, then you're cool. That's why when you do something before it's cool, people say you're stupid. They call you out for it. They're just like, well, not really call you out, but they're just like, oh, look at him, he's doing that. They point and laugh. They mock. They ridicule. But when that becomes the new wave, undeniable. I'm undeniable as it is, bro. You know who I am. You know my story. You know what I stand for, bro. You hear my music, bro. You know I'm fucking undeniable, bro. I got God in me, bro. I got Christ within me, bro. I'm here to fucking show the world what the fuck it do and what the fuck it is, bro. Not what the fuck they want you to fucking think it is, bro. Nah, we don't do that. These false, phony systems, bro. These limiting beliefs, bro. These fucking fucking archons, bro. Look that one up. You know what archons are, bro? Yeah. You know Jesus Christ was a Gnostic, bro. Do you know what Gnosticism is, bro? Look that up, bro. Everything will start to make sense. It'll start to click, bro. These archons are controlling everything, bro. And I can't fucking stand it, bro. I mean, they're not good nor bad, but they just are. It's just how it is. And the God, the Bible words, I'm not even gonna get into that. But just look at Gnosticism, look at the Demiurge, Yaldabaoth. And then there's certain power in that name, Yaldabaoth. Interesting. And look at archons, bro. Look at Hall, and there's like a Abraxas above that, bro. Gnosticism is crazy, and like it makes everything make sense. Jesus wasn't even fucking like that. He wasn't even religious, bro. He was a Gnostic, bro. He didn't like these systems, bro. He was not comparing myself, but I'm saying he's like what I'm doing now. preaching the truth of everything, of the truth, and ridiculed, mocked at, point and laughed at, deceived, you know, fucking slandered, blah blah blah, the whole book, whole 9 yards. It's hard, man. It's difficult, but and like I don't advertise my music, bro. I know God will do that load for me. He'll get my shit out to whoever needs to hear it. I'm not even worried about that. All I have to worry about is to fucking produce, to create. That's all I have to worry about. And honestly, that's all y'all gotta worry about. We are creator beings, bro. We came here to create, not come here to work a 9 to 5 for 60 years, bro. What are you, fucking dumb, bro? Like, I'm here to walk everybody home, bro, in the most loving and respectful way possible, bro. Oh, I got people outside walking around, but man, shit's so fucked. But I'm picky with my instrumentals. I'm jumping back to that, bro. I'm like ping-ponging between shit because I know the instrumentals that come from these people. 1, I like the style. 2, I like to support them. 3, it's untarnished, untainted, unmanipulated instrumentals. There's no low frequencies blasting through them. Even like the, bro, fun fact, on YouTube, you know, like the 432 hertz, the 528 hertz, the 963 hertz, 369, all that shit, it's not even the actual tone, bro. Like, they'll have me a video like 432 hertz, love and light, like all that. Oh my god! And then you go on there like, oh, I'm listening to the 432 hertz. Oh yeah. It's not even 432, bro. A lot of times it's just 430 manipulated, bro, with a bunch of bullshit over it so you don't hear 430. That's how they get you. None of this shit is fucking real. Everything is working against you, and it's like the funniest fucking thing ever, bro. Because like, when you start to perceive and like understand the power, the resistance of the Matrix is crazy. Like, you can't even meditate. When you meditate, you need to like get like one of those little Bexel fucking machines that generate like the pure circuit board that generate the actual frequency itself. Because even our audio systems like headphones and stereo outputs and phone speakers can't actually emit the true frequency, the true tone. So though, I mean, if you don't have that, I mean, you should get that. It's only like $30, I believe. But like, if you can't, just go on YouTube or wherever the fuck, and just search for the pure tone frequencies. That's the best you're gonna get. If you look at all these meditative mind practices, like, oh, these popular YouTube channels, controlled. Look at these popular YouTubers, controlled. Look at all these artists, all these rappers, all these singers, all these bands, controlled. Look at all these actors, controlled. Look at all these celebrities, controlled. Look at all these political figures, controlled. Look at all these icons, controlled. Look at all these government officials, controlled. Look at the people in power, controlled. Look at the top of the rung in humans. The ones that you don't even know their names, that are really running the show. Controlled. Because there are forces beyond your comprehension, i.e. the archons, i.e. whatever the fuck you want to call them, that are truly running the show. Because they've been here before us, bro. They just can't leave. We can. They can't. So, what do? If you get stranded on a fucking island and you can't leave, what do? You build a fucking system, bro. You build a society. That's what they did. But, like, it's not... Yeah, that's just, like... That's a hard analogy. That's, like, a very loose analogy. Very vague one. But, like, I hope y'all understand. I'm just trying to educate y'all. Oh, my God. We're at 40 minutes, bro. 39 minutes on the timer right now. Oh, GoPro's getting a little low, too. Man, bro. But I'm sick because, like, well, it's kind of like wondrous because, like, all these motherfuckers, like, this come up is gonna be a come up of the fucking century, bro. I've come from nothing, bro. I've come from putting myself deep in the ground, bro. You don't even fucking know, but you have to descend to ascend. You don't just ascend in consciousness. You kill yourself spiritually. It's basically spiritual suicide, honestly. But you need to do it. You need to empty yourself full of everything matrix, everything everything, empty yourself, everything, cut connections, cut soul ties, cut these spiritual cords, cut these energetic ties, everything's got to go, bro. Everything has got to go, and that is the price of doing what we do, bro. We're at 40 minutes right now. Everything has to go. The old has to leave in order for the new to arrive, bro. And it's tough. I've shed many tears. I've had many panic attacks. I've had many heart palpitations. I've had many tribulations, many arguments with myself, just like, I really have to let this go? Why? Why do I have to let this go? Why? Like, why am I going through? Why me? Like, but it's because I'm the chosen one. And when you're the chosen one, you gotta let it all go, buddy. You gotta let it all go. Surrender control and let God take the fucking wheel, bro. And he will lead you to where you need to fucking go. That's what I'm doing. That's where I'm headed. That's where I'm here, bro. That's why I'm here. So, all these people you look up to, all the music you listen to, just keep in mind, it's all controlled. And they're all saying what they want you to hear. They're all playing what they want you to feel. It's just like the news, bro. These mainstream news outlets, low frequencies, fear, scarcity, it controls you. That's why these independent journalists that actually speak the truth get censored, get blocked, get doxxed, get the book thrown at them and more, bro. And I already know that's probably going to be my experience. I'm pushing through a lot of resistance right now. Matrix resistance, energetic resistance, bro. But nothing can stop the light of God, bro. I'm not a preacher, bro. I'm not a preacher. I'm a teacher. I'm the sage. I'm the lone wolf, bro. I'm the hermit. The lone wolf leaves the pack and returns as the sage. Shout out to Our Everyday Lives, bro. I love that shit. Great channel. Great channel. This is true ascension, bro. This shit is not fun and games. This shit is not love and light. The spirituality is not love and light. Even these spiritualists around here, all these people like my friends who are all spiritual, it's just like, they aren't. They're asleep at the fucking wheel, bro. And they just have such a fix. It's just like, bro, honestly, for real, it's fucking lonely. It's really fucking lonely having this kind of mind in this kind of day and age where everybody's asleep. But like, I can take it. I can handle it. I can roll with it, and I can be blissfully happy and aware of it while it's happening. And that's why God chose me. That's why I'm back here, bro. Hey, sorry, the GoPro fucking died right as I was about to wrap it up. But I'm in the truck right now. I'm in the fucking the Blackmobile. I'm in the Batmobile. Got the Chevy Heavy. We better fucking go buy some cleaning supplies so I can clean some shit. Gotta stay clean, bro. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful life. Hope you learned some stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm always available via Instagram at CocoBeanFlow or on YouTube. I don't even know if you can message through YouTube. I kind of just upload and post here. I don't really fucking know the mechanics. I'm an old ass soul, bro. Hey. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful life. Go with the flow for you got nowhere to go, bro. Pay attention. And starting right now, I don't want you to pay attention to reality with these two eyes. Pay attention with this eye. And you'll understand, bro. I know this shit. Take care.